god. Oh, that is extremely, extremely.
Good God, my computer really has just, it always gives up on me as soon as the session starts. Computer really has. I don't know what it seems to need to do as soon as everyone else connects to the maps, but and Matt's going to be a bit late tonight. He might have missed that, Kate. He said he'll be here maybe around 10. Well, while I'm busy trying to get the music to start, would anyone like to kick us off with some fun facts or a little recap on last time?
I actually rolled on the charts, and I got a really interesting one, which is how does your character imagine the way they.
And Sakura is gone.
Sakura dies by getting kicked off of her own internet. Well, I'm sure she'll be back as soon as she can. It looks like she went all the way off Discord, so must be an internet problem or something. But you can answer that question so long. What was, yeah, internet died. Okay, so yeah, how would Australia answer that one?
That's imagine that could be twofold. That could be how imagine that. Die, but imagine every time that quit Black Mirror. That then she's shown different ways. All of them failed by sword. So suicide. Interesting.
All right. And what about Jerry? Does Jerry even think he's going to die?
He'll probably die protecting you guys. This rate at least.
It's pretty fair, yeah.
It's too early to know for him to know how he will go down.
Okay, well, seeing as yeah, obviously don't want to start with with just two. Oh, there we go. Is Sakura back?
And she's gone again.
And she's gone again. That's weird. All right, well, give her a minute to find her things, but I think I can give us a recap so long. I thought I had all sorts of stuff prepared, but I'm super unprepared again. Because I wrote it on Forge. Yeah, I mean, last time we pretty much just completed the actual test for getting your Earth rings, though you guys had some interesting techniques. June launching herself 500 feet into the air and just floating her way back down. Australia pulling off some very well timed misty steps to just duck and weave out of the way. And Jerry doing what the test actually demanded and just being strong as a rock. Sakura had a bit of trouble, unfortunately, but she did manage to make it through to the end. Z was not so lucky, though Australia at the end managed to convince the monk to let her get the ring anyway, because just not all that fair, and we aren't coming back for an NPC. There's no way. So you guys, after that, you found out from those children that their parents had been taken by slavers. They talked about these big green slavers, and that they had taken them towards the coast, which in order to get there by foot, you would probably have to walk through Jerry's old hometown. But Sakura had flown off towards her castle, and everyone was sort of waiting outside there, just outside the monastery. The conversation had just turned to, all right, well, what's the fastest way to get there? June had suggested maybe going back to the castle and going that way. But what are you guys doing down there with Z and all the kids?
Do we even have a way to get all the kids back to the airship?
Get them back. May take a little, but we can tie them up.
Well,
that tree fall up and down. I guess
in terms of carry weight at the moment, they count as tiny. I mean, these are children, but they're also small folk, so they're very small.
So I can probably take one with me on Spike. Not
Yeah,
sure
I
what way
mean,
it works for mounts.
yeah, you could probably fit one more onto, because Spike's not that big. He is only big enough to carry you, but you're also pretty small, so you can definitely do that.
How many kids were there? 6?
Yeah, there's quite a few, but we'll say at this point they are also inventive enough. The kids, you will see, they'll be like, oh well, we can figure something out, and they will pull out a couple of nets and things that they'd be able to hang over the sides of your mounts to carry more of them in it. Most of these kids seem pretty resourceful, actually, surprisingly so. And a lot of them seem like they've got some sort of tinkering experience, or it's all of the things that they are kind of wearing on them, and they've got strange little gadgets and things that they seem to have made themselves. But most of them just look like toys, and some of them have got some basic weaponry. Like the little girl had the bow that you saw before, and some of them have got some sort of homemade spears and swords and things. But yeah, so for at this point we can say that
There is a way to get everyone up.
Yeah, if you're getting everyone onto those mounts, you can do that. But I think if you guys are taking flight to go and rejoin Sakura, then we must wait to
Wait for her.
see. Yeah, I don't know what's. We're down to so few players now that we can't just keep going.
Yeah, we can say we're flying up, but no. We need to wait for Sakura.
Oh, we can move over into the sky so long, as you will probably. Oh, of course, the maps are going to be broken. Are your clouds flying off to the side?
I only see clouds. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, but if you look off the side of the map, are there clouds?
Yes, they are flying off the map.
No, nothing
Is
for me.
one thing. But yeah, don't worry. You're not going mad. There should only be clouds, but you should be able to find your tokens in there somewhere. Is it still?
The
Yeah,
cloud
now I
is
see the
still
clouds on
off
the
the
side.
side, but else it.
God damn! I don't know how to actually fix this. Yeah. Fuck it, I don't even care. This. Is it still doing it?
Yes.
You can see the shadows of everyone.
Ooh.
Wait, what's impressive?
The map finally works.
Oh, okay, good. Yes, I mean, there are a lot of clouds. It is, but you guys managed to actually, both of you can give me a survival or a perception check to try and find where Sakura has flown
She's
up
back.
to, because it is heavily overcast at this point, and I'm
pretty sure I know
Sakura, are
this
you back?
is.
Yeah, the internet is currently doing shit, but I'm using data to join voice for now, so I won't be able to roll anything. But hopefully it will fix itself soon. We rebooted the router, so it should be back eventually.
Okay, cool. Well, if you are with us on voice, at least we will. I've just kind of sorry, we had some technical difficulties anyway, so you haven't missed much. Last we saw you, you had flown up and away from the Earth ring, heading back towards your castle, and everyone else has been trying to figure out ways to carry all the children as they've been now flying up into the clouds after you. It is heavily overcast at this point, and the clouds are thick up here as you fly to where your castle was last. You find yourselves all flying up into the clouds, and it is just so thick you can't quite find it. You said you can't roll right now, so we're going to take the rolls of Jerry and Estrella that they just did, a perception and a survival, but none of you, as you find Sakura up in the clouds, none of you can see the castle.
Sakura just looks very confused.
Just
And slightly
message Matt
annoyed.
or something. Let's go where the castle is.
Sorry, say again, you broke up there.
Ask Mato about it. She was at the castle when we left. She was piloting it. She probably knows where it is.
Yeah, so Motto was on board the ship, so if you'd like to ask her, you're kind of going to have to
They
find a
can
way to do
message
that.
her.
How you,
One of them. I think Estrella can.
I think Estrella actually has it.
She's been
Yeah.
harassing the princess with it. She needs to have it.
Oh, the thing I have harassed the princess with ending. Much better versions. That's on the message. Like, ooh. Then yeah, let's just sending us Motto like Motto. Any problems up there since the problems finding the castle?
you hear a pause, and then she says, "I'm sorry, but I couldn't let it all be for nothing. The castle is mine now. There's nothing." And then she just the message ends there, as she seems quite flustered and like not sure how to actually respond, but she claims that she has taken the castle.
It's rude. I'm sure Sakura has teleport. Oh no, so I can still access my spells, thank goodness.
Z goes, teleport to where? Where is she taking it? I don't understand. I mean, I get we did get her killed, a little bit, but what the fuck?
Wasn't there a permanent circle there?
You have not investigated it at all. You guys landed on the roof, stole the ship yourselves, and then jumped off the roof again. You didn't even go inside. So if there is a circle in there, you haven't got the coordinates for it.
Mm. Okay. Hmm. I mean, the orrery has a gate. So could I use that to get us to the castle?
You don't know where the castle is. That's kind of part of the nice thing about having a moving castle, is that it is not a fixed location.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you cast this spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. I think it might have to be a different plane of existence, though.
No, if you're doing it, if you're using a creature that you're familiar with or something like that as an anchor, then yeah, I think you can do that.
Nice. In that case, she uses the 7 charges, cast, gate.
You're using 7 charges of.
Yeah.
So, how many charges have you got?
7 at the moment, and it regains
How many can it have total?
7.
Yeah, then you do not. You've been using it a lot. What do you used it like 5 times?
No. The 7 charges are to cast the different spells it can use. The other stuff is just part of the parts of it. So they have like a number of things they can do once per day. The spells of like moving around with it, those are the charges, and that it regains 1d4 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. So the stuff I've been using is just sort of the innate abilities of the parts, and those are once per day kind of things. What I'm going to use now is actually a property of the actual orrery. So it has 7 charges at the moment. After this, it will have 0, and at the next dawn, I'll have more.
Okay, and what are you using as your target?
Mata.
All right, so just to be clear, the rest of you are watching Sakura tear open a gate in reality itself as she begins opening this thing. You're not going to chat about this? Anything? You've got.
I mean, I'll say we should go back down to the ground. Because we should go to the ground. I have an idea. I'm gonna open a gate. Just wait a second. She starts fiddling with the orrery, moving different parts of it around.
Z is gonna say, "Hold on, a gate to the castle. You realize we have a whole school of children here, and apparently Mata is against us now. You sure you just want to walk in there? You're not exactly looking too hot." I mean, look, I know that you're smarter than all of us, but just maybe we can take a second and think about what we're actually doing. If Mata has just stolen the ship from you, I mean, am I the only one that thinks this is something we should discuss?
Fair point. I mean, I suppose I can open a gate another time. I mean, what's your idea? See,
Well, trying not to get these children killed is kind of my priority right now. I mean, they seem pretty eager for a fight, but I don't think we should lead them into one.
hmm.
I mean, it's up to you. And she just sort of throws her hands in the air and is looking at Estrella and Jerry.
We have two options. I see. We can either open the gate and Potter, who knows if there really is Prince Sakura's mother, then maybe she's told about this and that could troublesome of us and potentially it's attack, or we fight to Yorks. Probably, or preferably not fight. Maybe come to a satisfied. Not taking time to get the other location. Yeah. Actually, heard of use the port the bathtub, use the portal. No, portal to get up library castle while leaving the kid at the bathtub. There. Back the thingy. The airship.
Actually, a good idea.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think if Sakura's got a back door into the castle, we should definitely keep that in our back pockets and use it when we need to. But I mean, firstly, we don't know that she's alone in that castle. She went down to go and see that there were other people, right? So, I mean, we don't just want to be running in there without a plan. But also, Estrella, you said the orcs. I mean, do you know what these creatures are? I've never heard of slavers on the coast around here. That doesn't really make sense. And she just seems Z seems quite confused.
Well, that's what there were other of mainland haunted sites that all most of you could just very few thought about the kinds that could all ability that basis is the in like for the right hand. Yeah.
Here on the map, I've put down there is a dark token there where the kids said that their parents were being taken to. So, and you guys are up around there. It's actually closer like that. But yeah, the last place that you saw the castle was up in the air over there. So you guys are all sort of in that area still, but it's up to you how you. I'm just moving us to this map so that you can actually plan where you want to try and head to next. Jerry, you know that your hometown is between you and the coast from here, and if you pretty much know where you are in terms of this map. I think better than anyone else around here. So you will have advantage on survival checks around here.
All right. So is the clock like correct? It's 12 p.m.
No, it's actually a day before, but around the same time. It's just afternoon, but the clouds have rolled in, and it looks like it's now just beginning to rain.
So it's beginning to what?
It's starting to rain. It's just drizzling.
Can't really take the kids with us to the fight. Not a risk I'm willing to take. Sakura, are you even in shape to fight?
You'll notice she's pretty badly hurt. But she'll say, of course, I'm always in shape to fight. She's definitely not though.
Yeah, give me a. You can't roll yet. Okay.
I mean, I can roll in person dice if you'll trust me enough with that.
Yeah, we could do that. Give me a. Can you see your character sheet?
Yes, it hasn't.
Okay, yeah, then just roll me a deception check.
Okay, let me find
This is against Z. I don't think she's convincing either of you two. It's pretty obvious.
Sakura dice.
Just a D20. What are you looking for?
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're speaking to someone who probably has 1,000 dice in front of them.
5.
Yeah, all right. So I think it's all pretty obvious that Sakura's bleeding profusely. She was attacked by several bears not too long ago, so not looking great.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's also like really exhausted, like level 3 exhaustion.
Wouldn't it be level 2 since one of the
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you are right. The one level got dropped as soon as you dropped the pole.
Oh, phew. So 2 levels. Not ideal, but meh.
Z does also at this point go, Sakura, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, why didn't you use the telekinesis to carry the pole?
Good point. Because I felt like if I was using my telekinesis to do it, then it wouldn't really be me earning the ring. It would sort of be cheating. So I felt like it was better to use it to try and push them off. I wanted to get through it myself. I mean, I'm not physically the strongest, as you can tell. But I still wanted to try and do it myself, instead of relying on my magic to hold it at least, because that was the task, to keep that water on your shoulders. So I wanted to at least do that.
Well, the task was to hold it and not spill it. And she is giving you a smile at this point. Like, she is asking you in a sort of friendly way. She's not judging you or anything. She's just trying to understand because she's like, well, everyone was using their abilities to try and pass it, but you were fighting like you were Jerry. I mean, you were using your abilities to push the bears. So why is that any different from? I feel like the challenge for you was to get your hands free, and so that you could use all the things that you're capable of doing. I just know. I mean, I know you haven't been at the same school as I have, and they teach us different things, obviously. But one of the lessons they always teach us is that there is no honor in losing a fight because you held your punches. That if you're outnumbered, there is no such thing as cheating. You do what you got to do to win. So I mean, I appreciate you trying to be honorable in that, but just know that there is no honor in getting killed just because you didn't want to use an ability.
Yeah, she looks a bit embarrassed. She doesn't want to admit that she didn't think of that. Because, like, she's supposed to be the smart one. She didn't think of that. Well, more like I didn't think of that. So
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like...
look, when there are bears running at you, there's not much time to really think, or there's not much time for logical thought. So, I understand, but I do feel bad that I didn't point out any of these these things during the session, because
No, it's all good.
you've got like shape water to freeze the water in the buckets. Like, no, everyone else was trying their clever maneuvers, but then you were just trying to do the way that the rules were put out there. So just want to point out, for the rings going forward, the rules that are put there might be flexible in terms of, like, you can try and be smarter than the test. There's
Okay.
You will be rewarded for outsmarting the test rather than punished for cheating.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
And that's not I mean, I know in most games it would be the opposite, but I'm talking about for these rings, like the tests for the samurai, like a lot of them might be more than what they seem. Like, they might be telling you to just hold a stick and hang on to that pole, but what they are actually looking for might be traits to do with the ring that you're exploring at that time. So I don't want to make it too obvious and just be like, here's what you need to do. But at the same time, don't be afraid to try alternate paths when you guys do run into those things. Like, the Australia's misty step to dodge out of the way as the thing dove you. That was brilliant. I love that. But it was like,
Oh, you would have loved it if I had the destructive wave. Because you all just, if they fail, they don't.
I just saw Matt's message. Cool. Yeah, because that also, like, June's dimension door and then float down with the things. That's like, it's not the most. Ah, there we go. Let's speak the devil.
Ah,
Oh, you.
how's everybody doing?
She stole up. No, not she. The other girl. Your girl stole a ride.
Yeah, your girlfriend stole my ship.
That's my girl.
Yeah, June's been rubbing off on her. Yeah, that's pretty much all you've missed, is that everyone flew up into the clouds to try and get to the ship, and it was gone. The Australia sent a message. Yeah, she used sending to ask Mata where the fuck they went, and Mata said that the ship was hers now. And everyone's been discussing the various options that you have to chase after them, or if you want to take all the children that you have with you, if you want to take them somewhere safe, if you're going to help them save their parents potentially from the orcs, or what you guys want to do next. Everyone's sort of standing around discussing that at the moment.
Huh.
But the perfect time because bonking time.
Come again? Bonking time? Why are we being bonked? What?
Bonk Sakura with the staff of healing. I'll just do heal her for
Yeah, above half health. 28. Let's hope this doesn't.
will. Unlucky. And about maybe 200 gold diamond.
Okay, let's go search the forest for diamond dust then, shall we?
Listen,
Why are we using
we
diamond?
going-
It seems like the internet is back. Does it still work? Yeah! Awesome. Our internet's back.
Sweet.
first we need to decide if we're going to help the parents or not. They're not far from here, but without the ship, it will still take us. It'll take us longer to get there and then go to the other rings.
Oh, we're already on session 50? Wow.
Is this session 50? Holy crap! I feel like this is
It is
far too
technically
underprepared.
higher. Technically
Ah.
higher because session which we had 2 sessions.
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah,
had
was
some half
split into
sessions
2.
along.
Yeah, at 21 basically a half session. But there's also the 46 and a half. So we are more 2. And technical 3 or 50.
Well, I'm surprised this has taken us this long. Now I've given you another sidetrack instead of going to go get your rings.
Thanks, Mr. DM.
Yeah, but you know, I was thinking, I was like, we could just mainline this stuff, but there's no fun if you're not given a choice to possibly do something else. So yeah, that is the choice now. The days are counting down. The clock is still 1 day ahead of us, but it is now starting to rain. And what are you guys gonna do?
Maybe we should teleport back to the thingy. But wait, you need diamond dust for that. Wait, no. I can do that. I can teleport us without anything. Because timepiece of travel. Once per day.
Yeah, but the problem is back now. And
Well, we take them back so that they're in safety. Then we go to the castle, we get that. And we take the castle and we go to the parents. And then we have a method of getting them back.
Man, fuck him, kids.
You have no idea where the castle is. If I'm correct, it's been hours since we started the test. Like every round was an hour, technically.
But that's what I've got that one spell for.
yeah, Sakura did figure out a way to get to the castle when you need to, but Z has also pointed out that if Mott is still in the castle, that she may be hostile now, and she may have other people with her. Like, we may be walking into a fight, so we maybe don't want to bring all these kids with us.
Which is why I think we should teleport back to the bathhouse first and leave with Shiori.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be too late by then.
Uh,
Going to drop the kids, start going to the flying castle, maybe fight, maybe not, and fly. Who knows for how long? To the beach.
Yeah, you guys also remember, like, this is a
It's
world
been
where
hours,
you don't
right?
have cars and things. The distance that you have to travel, like that, I said it would take you a couple of hours to get like 10 miles on foot, but that's not that long in terms of normal travel time. Like, it would take you like, I mean, that's not a far distance at all. It is quite close by the coast where they said their parents had been taken.
Listen, here's what I think we should do. We'll drop the kids back at the sanctuary, where they're not coming with us. We can either take a rest, a short one here, either in the sanctuary or there is a place not far from the beach, should be safe. We can stay it and then go to the beach. Save the parents, like, get them back to the sanctuary, and then start moving towards the airing. Even teleport after we save them to the tea house and go to the airing. It's even faster.
mm,
You can also, anyone that wants to roll an insight check on the kids as they are sort of watching this conversation like a tennis match and just back and forth, everyone keeping a very close eye.
yeah, I think that might be better.
Yay, my map loaded.
Yay!
I know.
Oh wait,
them.
Jerry, was that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and yeah, uh, so Jerry, you would know in particular that you would see the sort of looks on their faces as you're talking about teleporting back to the bathhouse, and you hear some of them sort of whispering to each other, and you get the impression that all of these kids are terrified of the Blue Dragon clan, and only because you guys actually saved that little girl have they got any sort of trust for you. Jerry, they seem to have a lot of trust for, and they were quite fond of Sakura after seeing the fox form and that. But they all seem very scared of the idea of being taken back to the Dragon Clan.
Oh, then no, we're not going to take them back to them. But
If we're going to save the parents, I think my plan is the most optimal one. Time wise and not dying wise.
Z will say, "Okay, so where's this safe place nearby?" You said, and if we can just drop them there, maybe. I mean, I can stay behind and look after them if you want.
Someone will have to stay there. There shouldn't be anyone there at the moment, and I'm not risking anything happening to them if they're alone there. Or we live in the sanctuary here and rest in the sanctuary and go straight to the beach. It's up to you guys where we rest and where we drop them off.
I'm happy if you guys are happy with whatever decision to make.
Okay, well, I mean, I think we should just keep the kids with us for a little bit at night. I mean, let's just leave them at whatever place you've got here. Unless anyone else wants to go now, then I think maybe Jerry should lead the way.
I'm leading the
Mm.
way.
Are we
Alright.
gonna take a rest or not?
We will rest there, and if you guys want, we can rest there and then go straight to the beach. It's a lot closer than the sanctuary.
Okay, sounds good.
And you just teleported us here. So the small folk are hobbits.
I mean,
Sakura is a ginger spot, the Gandalf.
And a lot younger.
I mean, you're the one with white hair.
I'm also white. There. That came out wrong.
Okay, well, let's.
Hang on a minute.
And now we switch over to Highlander, where there can only be one.
Mouse folks? They look like mouse folks, sort of. Except they
They're
kind of
behind
have.
the house. You don't really see them at the moment.
No, well, you can. Are you looking across the river there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you see across the river is not a mouse. It is very small. It looks like a rabbit, but you can give me a perception check.
I feel like it's a jackalope.
It's a rabbit with a horn.
$16?
You just see it looking across at you as you see a little horned almirage,
Oh.
which is
Uh,
it's like a unicorn rabbit.
Let's try and sort.
It translated it on my screen, and then it was like that confused the hell out of that system. But the thing just looks across at you and just blinks its eyes, and then it goes and runs underneath the tree.
Yeah.
It just seems like a wild animal, but it acknowledges you as
Can I figure out what language that is?
oh, that I didn't even actually notice that it said that in a different language.
Oh.
Yeah, it
no.
just squeaked at you. It didn't even.
Oh. Oh, it's.
Yeah, sorry. I was just typing something so that its image would show up. I didn't realize it was trying to speak. Yeah, this thing doesn't speak any languages. It's a wild animal.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I thought it was speaking some like Sylvan or something, so I was like, let me speak Sylvan back.
No, sorry, I
Correction.
didn't.
A cute
That's why I was
Sylvan.
confused. Yeah, maybe I should change it to Squick. No, I don't think. No, these things don't actually. They're not smart enough to hold a conversation.
She's gonna go explore.
Wait, does the town look like destroyed or anything, or just abandoned?
I mean, yeah, Jerry. So as you're walking in, there are immediately. I don't know how Jerry's feeling about this, but you recognize this place, and it is. There are still sort of some remnants of what look like some sort of a conflict here, but it seems like most of it has been cleaned up, and whether by people or by looters or just by the weather, there are a couple of things strewn about the place, but it does seem completely abandoned. And yeah, it seems like there are some signs of a potential struggle here at some
Yeah, just continue walking around, see if anyone is here before finding a place to stay and rest.
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check as you're walking around and having a look.
A 10.
Yeah, you sort of peek into some of the buildings. You remember that the building where Australia is standing at the moment was the old tavern, this main sort of mound in the middle. But as you are walking around, you don't see anyone or hear anyone. It seems completely dead here, save for a couple of those little rabbit creatures.
I just walk back to the group, to the party. I mean, this is the old tavern. You can probably stay there. I'll just have a look around. I'll join you in a bit.
All right.
I think Astrea just tried to enter through the window.
What? Is that a window?
I think that's the door up, like above, on the other side.
Oh, no, I think they're both doors.
Okay.
That's Australia's going in the main entrance. That door is just the one at the back is yeah, it's the back door. But this is also a tavern and inn. There is quite a lot of space in there. I don't have an indoor map for that, but you as you go inside Australia, you might have seen something similar, but it is quite cramped in there. It is clearly made for small people.
Oh, if it's made for small people, maybe it's baby fox.
Z will sort of usher the kids in as well, just keeping a watchful eye at the door. But as June and Jerry, as you both are approaching that same sort of area of the path, you overhear someone busy rustling in the garden there. You can see there is a small mushroom garden there, and you now see a flag just sticking up off of the back of a figure that is leaned down and is busy picking some of these mushrooms.
I just take off my helmet and say hello.
You see this head sort of peek up over the side, and she just looks at you wide-eyed. You're still wearing your full armor and everything, right?
Yeah, but I took off the helmet.
Oh, okay.
I said this beforehand.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that. As she sort of this creature sticks its head up over, goes, what? Jerry, and is just looking across. You recognize this? Oh, actually, give me a history check to see if you recognize this figure.
Shit.
Yeah, you recognize them as one of the old like the people that worked at this tavern, but you never knew their name. You weren't familiar with them in particular. They were just like a bartender or like part time. And let me try and add that picture. You can see who you're talking to.
There's a little hill, yeah, right?
Yeah, it's like a mound that they've clearly burrowed into to create these houses. But where you are standing now, there is a small sort of waist-high wall that you can easily see over the top of it, and you can see this conversation happening across the wall between Jerry and this creature.
Yeah. Seeing this conversation begin, June is gonna duck behind the hill area and is just gonna hide and listen and just eavesdrop on the conversation.
Yeah, you'll easily be able to do that with your passive perception. But you can roll me a perception check anyway to just see exactly if you notice anything extra.
24.
All right. Yeah, you're pretty sure you've got a good position and you can hear them clearly, but you hear this creature going, Jerry, is that really you? I thought you were dead.
It is me. Sorry, I don't recognize you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm Boa. You don't remember me? I served you sake like 20 times. Anyway, doesn't matter. I can't believe you're alive, man. What are you doing back here? I mean, last I heard you'd left. Everyone talks about it.
We found some small folk at the sanctuary up north. The parents are being taken by slavers. The beach not far from here. We got to this place to rest a bit before heading there and to save them.
Oh shit. Okay. I mean, yeah. I just came back to. And you see him nervously sort of look down and he shrugs and goes, "Well, I came back for my stash, if I'm honest, but I mean, there's nothing around. I'm sure the old tavern's still safe, but I would warn you. Um, fucking what's his name? Moroku. He's around. He was helping protect us on the way here. It's just the three of us here in town. Everyone's back in Yuma.
You know who
And
Marco
he,
is?
yeah, you would know that Morocco is one of the sort of more, probably from more noble blood, but essentially a young lord that you probably knew before, but didn't have all that much interaction with, or if you did, it was not pleasant. You probably didn't get along with the person he's talking about, but it only rings a vague bell.
All right. My parents also at Yuma.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, everyone else is there. We came back to see if we could find anything that might help. The elders are planning some kind of a ritual. They said they're going to get revenge and show those tabaxis what. I don't know. I think they're mad, but that's why I've got these. And he holds up the sort of basket full of mushrooms that he has just picked here.
The elders are at Yuma as well, right?
Yeah, they're setting up for the ritual. I think they've almost got everything. We're just trying to find the last few ingredients.
All right. Stay safe out there. There's still tabaxis around. They claim the Daichi gave the land to them.
Sorry, I missed that. Say again.
The Daichi said that there's still tabaxis around here. They said Daichi gave them the land that we owned. So be
Oh,
safe out there.
they were here, but they moved out. I don't know, like about a week ago. I think they've all gone to Shirakaki and up to Kenokaga's. I think they've taken over those towns, but they've left all the small folk villages out here. Though I think they've put one of the monks in the monastery. I think he's in charge of, or in charge of the rings now. But yeah, I would keep an eye out. We've been lucky so far. We haven't run into any.
The monk she was talking about, was it the Earth Ring?
Yeah, the monastery just up the road. I think there's one of those tattooed guys there now. All of our monks have also gone to Yuma.
Yeah, we met him.
At this point, you hear a door opening across the bridge, and you will hear this first as another mass folk and a dog wreathed in shadow come walking out of the out of this house with a bag full of things that he is busy strapping over his back. As he looks out and he sees this conversation happening, and he sees you hiding there behind the bush. If you are hiding, if you're trying to make yourself hidden, you can give me a stealth check, but otherwise I think he would see June from this angle.
Yeah, I'll roll the stealth check real quick. There's always a chance that he doesn't see me.
Yeah, with the nat 20, you are just luckily hidden as where you have found to hunker down behind this hill. He doesn't notice you and immediately looks across the road, and you notice him noticing Jerry across the way as this conversation's happening, but he pays you no mind.
Yeah, I'll use my shape changer and turn into a green alarm to blend in a bit more.
He goes, "Hey, is that who I think it is?" And you just see him looking over, but he is currently just readying himself. He seems quite apprehensive at the moment.
I just wait for him to like come to me.
You see, as they walk past you, June, you see the dog turn its head and just sniff in the air, but then not pay you any attention and keep walking.
Okay. Oh god.
A couple of those Almirage scatter away. While this is happening, as he's walking over, what are Sakura and Estrella doing?
Sakura says we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Cool. Quack. Sakura's
Around
just kind
time.
of like going around as a fox, baby fox, and looking at people. This is interesting, and she wants to fit in, and she feels like the best way to do that is to be a tiny fox with a number of tails.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you walk up behind Spike and see Jerry speaking to the only other mouse folk here as another mouse folk opens a door and starts approaching that way. But Estrella, what were you doing?
I was just trying to make myself comfortable in the inn and after the kids.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're in there with Z, and you can see this place is very cramped, but Z goes behind the bar, and it is clearly abandoned. Things are turned over in there, and she goes and finds a small bottle of something and pours you each some. You think it's whiskey, but it seems different from anything you've had around Kiga before. Yeah. Sorry, were you going to say something?
Down the hatch.
Okay, and then yes, Sakura, as you're approaching the scene, I will be right back, you guys. If you and Jerry want to figure out what's going on there for a second, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
And net 20 came in clutch.
Just comes like plopping in. She makes a cute fox sound. and greeting. Do I know how to make a cute fox sound? No. So that's why I'm not going to replicate the cute fox sound. But she makes a cute fox sound as she comes. No, that's not a fox sound, Manastrea. Goodness.
Yeah,
It's not actually
Jin
as a-
became Jin just became the Simpsons meme.
Is Jerry reacting in any way, or is he just pretending he doesn't know this fox?
Oh wait, I'm focusing on the mouse. You're coming right behind me.
I'm trying to find a perfect gift for this. There you go. That's Jerry's reaction.
With you in shock, so straight up, but like not even a proper shock. It's just like a random, like.
I nearly spat my water and all over my keyboard.
If,
What is that?
apparently, that's how Jerry's reacting to Sakura coming and making cute fox sounds.
I
Never
have
said
no
that.
association with this fox. Yeet. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm back. So, so Jerry, as this guy's approaching, what are you doing?
I recognize him, right? Or not? Like, I know the other mouse folk told me who was here with them. Do I know if it's him?
Yeah, this is the guy that he was just talking about, and is probably one of the only people here. I just realized that he is smaller than the mouse folk you were talking to. He is much more mouse sized, but you may remember this guy because he also has a pet dog, and you've probably known him for that. But his dog is like the anti-Spike, as you are seeing it now. It's all covered in shadow, and yeah, I'll bring its picture up as well. Yeah.
Been a while, Morocco.
Yeah, as he walks up, he goes, "Well, never thought I'd see you again. Joined the enemy, have we?"
Just look down at the blue dragon symbol and back at him. Was taken prisoner. They're just training me. Didn't do any fighting for them.
Well, should find that hard to believe. You abandoned your people and just, what, left us to die? Where did you go anyway? How did you get yourself taken prisoner by? And he just sort of is looking you up and down like he doesn't seem to believe what you're saying, but you can give me a persuasion check if you like. He, as he's sort of like looking you up and down, he looks over at Spike, and his demeanor changes slightly as he goes, wait, where? And he just suddenly realizes that you are a hell of a lot tougher looking than the last time he saw you, or than when you left. And you kind of see him take a step back and a bit closer to his dog as you take a step forward there.
I did say we have to evolve to survive. Find new ways to fight, different weapons, different tactics. Joining them wasn't my initial plan, but it did the trick. Sorry, I wasn't here to help you.
And now you're in the heart of the enemy. And with that, I'm sorry, is that Rufus? He just seems more taken by the dog at this point.
Oh yeah. I swore an oath to a deity to avenge your guys' death. And I've been doing pretty well on my oath, so he rewarded me. Your dog doesn't exactly look normal as well.
Well, no, I think he's going the same way as some of the people of the village, I'm afraid. Things haven't been easy since you left, Jerry. The elders, they are trying to summon an elemental, some kind of giant turtle thing to... They're going to send it towards Toto when it's ready. I mean, I think maybe you should try to get home. And I mean, I don't want to find out that you were in Toto when we sent some fucking mountain at you. But to be honest, we all kind of thought that you were dead.
Yeah, I got that. Last I heard, summoning elementals wasn't really a good idea for Kiga. Didn't end really well. Big war.
Not for us. For the humans, for the dragons. But the elementals are people of the earth, same as us. They were here before any of them. And, I mean... And he sighs and goes, that is kind of what I'm worried about, though. That if we do summon this Aratan thing, that it won't be able to tell the difference between us and them. But tell me, I mean, if you're with the Dragon Clan now, have you come alone? And he starts looking around nervously, suddenly realizing that you may have company.
They're staying at the tavern here along with some small folk we found. We're headed to the beach to save their parents, then get the rest of the rings to become official samurais.
So then, what? Once you're officially part of their army, then you're gonna go for their leader?
I'm not really sure what will happen then. Too many things to do, too many things to worry about. One mouse. Time will tell.
And at this point, he sort of looks over your shoulder and sees the fox that's just... What is Sakura doing in the background there?
She's kind of just like sitting and nodding as if she's understanding what they're talking about. And then when he looks away, she makes like a cute fox sound.
The guy just sort of nods and says, well, if that's true what you said about making deals with deities, I mean, it seems like the forest spirits are with you. Well, I hope that you can be successful in what you're attempting before the elders are. But I've come to retrieve some of their old components and some of the ingredients that they'll need for the ritual. We should be heading back soon. And he nods to the other mouse folk. If you have small folk that you would like us to help, we could provide them shelter. You could come with us if you like.
Back to you, Mayamin.
Yes, that is a sort of a haven for the small folk at the moment, and it's mostly us mouse folk there, but if we do manage to summon the elemental, it should be safe there. For our kind, at least.
It's up to the small folk to decide if they want to come with. I will tell them that it's safe there, but I can't force them to go anywhere.
Well, it has been a hell of a month. Maybe we should go see if there's anything lying around and have a drink. I'd love to hear some of your stories. It seems like you've been through quite a bit, and he just again is now looking at your level 15 physique.
Sounds good, but we will not be staying for too long, like I said.
No, we need to start heading out before dark as well. Just one drink. Come on. You remember where they are, don't you, Bo? And he goes, yeah, all right. And this mouse is going to start heading off towards the back door.
All right. So we look around and then grab a drink.
He also just walks right past you as you kind of camouflaged into the bushes there, June. But
yeah, her eyes are like just above the, I guess, grass line. I don't know if it's tall grass or something, but she's just looking at them like just above there.
yeah, they're completely oblivious because they walk below the grass line. They are pretty small, and yeah, they all start heading into the back room of the tavern.
I follow them.
Yeah, as Jerry passes, June will pop out and go, boo!
You're listening in. It's not enough for you. Yeah.
Sorry?
I like this, like, whether he knew you were there or not, just doesn't flinch at all.
Like,
like,
come on, at least act a little bit impressed. And then she'll follow him.
Yeah, he doesn't act depressed. Not this time, at least.
And Sakura, are you following in behind them?
Yeah.
All right. So you all make your way into the tavern where Z and Estrella are sitting, sharing a drink. As the mouse folk walk in, Z sort of puts her hand on her sword and stands to her feet, getting ready to protect these children, but just holds as Estrella, what are you going to do? As you're just seeing them walk in first, moments before Jerry arrives behind them.
You're here for me.
You see the dogs start to growl as Jerry enters in behind them, and June not far behind that.
Come down, come down. Just see what they are. We're here before you, and probably outlive you as well.
Z sort of lets go of her weapon and just nods to you, Australian. Oh, are these friends of yours, Jerry?
We grew up here.
The Mars folk will both give a bow and a sort of nervous look to each other. I'm Moroku, and this is Bolkura. Bo, why don't you go find us something to drink? Yeah? The other Mars folk runs off and finds a couple other bottles sort of stashed underneath one of the floorboards behind the bar. And he goes, still here, and puts it onto the table. It is, you can see that is clearly, he's found some of the good stuff.
Yeah, you see June acting like she was right next to Jerry the whole time.
Yeah, as the other Mars folk just turns around to Jerry to ask if he knows these people. He sees you, June, and just like sort of takes a step back, nearly falls over the dog. He's just like, gee, how many people have you got with you, Jerry?
Yeah, Jin gives a small chuckle. You're so silly, you didn't even see me, I was in the grass.
What? They're cool, right? They're not like the Tabaxi. I mean, none of them. And he looks around, noting that none of you are Tabaxi, and it seems to calm him slightly, but he still seems very nervous about being in a tavern full of the Dragon Clan.
They're
I mean,
fine.
I feel like
Interesting.
Sakura is fitting in really well. No one knows a thing.
Yeah, you heard him mention to Jerry that when he saw you, that he assumes that you're a forest spirit, and he kind of accepted that as just part of Jerry's entourage, you and Spike. Like there's a dog with wings and a fox with a couple of extra tails. Jerry's got a little thing going on. So when you walk into the room, the kids all jump up to their feet and they go, "Foxy!" They just all sort of, except for the fox kid, he doesn't. He just stands there in the corner,
Unamused.
like the grumpy guy.
She appreciates the
Attention.
yes.
So yeah, now that you guys are all here in the tavern, you can use this opportunity to rest if you like. There are rooms in the inn above, which the bartender mouse will sort of point out to everyone if noticing that some of you are looking a little bit hurt.
I could use some HP. Have a few scratches.
Mm.
So you guys going to take a short rest, yeah?
Yeah. That's the plan.
Cool.
It just reminds me of that audio.
The what?
That audio. There's one thing you can't expect from me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international super spy. Super spy! Yeah, that's Sakura right now.
I'm sorry, what?
You guys don't spend enough time on Instagram.
That gives so took me by surprise. Holy shit. Okay.
What are we doing? Hit dice.
Yeah, I'm grabbing a drink real quick. So, yeah, right back.
Well, if you guys want to take a 5-minute break while we take a short rest in game, you are more than welcome to.
Thing. Yeah, I'll be right back then.
Cool. Yeah. Grab whatever you need and just roll your hit dice. Do the
Yeah.
hit dice now? You can. I saw. You were saying something that you can use multiple at a time now.
Yeah, I just figured that out. If you go to short rest, and then like click on multiple of those thingies, then it you can just roll on D&D Beyond 4d6 plus 4.
Damn,
Pretty
are
cool.
you? Have you only got 77 hit points? It's like
I'm a wizard.
yeah, but I mean, you're level 15. Was it? No, I mean that's fair. You've got a high AC, so
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the hope is that I don't get hit. And if I do, you got shield, which is first level. I wonder if shield sort of no, it doesn't. I feel like it should scale. Like if you use a second level spell slot, it's like +6, you know?
no. But then that would be game breaking. I think they've limited that on purpose. It would be cool, but also remember, you're getting close to the levels where you can get certain spells that you can just cast for free.
True.
And that, if you took shield as one of those things that you can just cast without using any spell slots, that means that your AC is essentially always, it's like perma increase,
Yeah, I like that.
because so long as you've got a reaction, you can shield.
Let me see quickly what level I get that at.
I think you're getting close. I think that might be in the next couple of levels, because now we're in the final stretch. Really,
back.
it's like everyone. Nobody's even official samurai yet, but we're basically in the final stretch of, of levels.
Okay, see
I
what
might
I
actually
do.
have to take you guys beyond level 20,
Ooh.
depending on how things. I don't.
So
I have no idea how to actually do that, but
Oh no, you use epic boons. So basically,
So,
after you get
yeah.
a certain amount of XP, you get like epic boons, and that's it's actually I think it's the Dungeon Master's Guide or Tash's.
yeah, we've definitely explored epic boons before, but
Dungeon Man, and I think it's chapter 7 or
there's also a lot of cool things now, like with the stuff from Van Richten's guide and that, where you can really get into.
18th level. I get the thingy.
Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah, we've had some sort of epic boon stuff from the stuff that happened in the last campaign, but I think we'll definitely be exploring some of those things. Although I feel like you guys have already got more power than you should for your levels because of all the magic items.
wasn't it for natural? The boons.
Yeah, I mean, I was using some of the, yeah, like, honest, I tried a lot of things. It didn't all work, but you know, that's how it is with D&D. A lot of this is experimentation. Is everybody back?
I'm
I
here.
think so. Yeah,
Cool.
I think that's everybody then.
Then I think we can jump back into it. As you guys all managed to take a short rest and roll some hit dice, where are you guys going to go from here?
Is it still
Hmm.
raining?
Yeah, it's still raining. The rain seems to be getting heavier, actually.
Mm.
Well, if everyone is ready, let's head to the where the slavers were last seen.
Let's
Okay,
go
so
murder some slaves.
and what are you doing with the kids? Are you leaving them here with Z, or are you sending them with the mouse folk? What are you doing?
I sure as hell not are not, blah blah blah. I sure is not babysitting them.
Sakura thinks we can't take them with. As much as she really likes them, she doesn't really want them to get hurt because she really likes them, which means they should probably stay there. Ooh, I mean, how long does polymorph last?
Hour?
Maybe I can polymorph Z into a fox, and that will keep them there because then they can be infatuated with Z.
Or we can just tell them to stay like a normal person and not assuming that they're complete irresponsible idiots.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a fox form. I'm getting kind of jealous at this point. The owl was fun. I won't say no, but you might want to save your spell slots for the slavers. There, Sakura.
She nods. That's
I mean, if you've
probably
got spell slots to spare, I'm not. I'm not saying no. And you see her kind of take another swig of the drink. The mouse both say, we'll stay as well. Just just to be sure that they're safe. And they don't seem very trusting of Z.
As you wish.
Right, let's get going then.
and she's just going to leave everyone there under the impression that she's a fox and not go back into her human form.
Kick the baby.
So, how are you just speaking to Z in the fox form? I mean,
No, I
they-
realize that I can't talk as a fox.
yeah, I mean, I'll say we can retcon that ability a little bit. That seems a little bit silly. You've got so many abilities. Let's say you could transform your vocal cords and speak from the fox, but that wouldn't be all that strange. You are in a room full of like all of these kids are animal folk, and it's, it's not that strange.
Ooh, okay. So the fox speaks. Recently, after transforming a number of times, Sakura has figured out how to also alter her vocal cords in order to be able to speak as a fox, which she couldn't do before, but now she can, because she's a bit more in touch with her fox form.
Yeah, it might not even be that intentional. It might have just been that you tried to say something to Z while you were in your fox form, and
Figured
And
out,
just-
oh, suddenly I can talk.
words came out, and you're like, "Oh, I can speak in this form." And
That sounds about right.
it probably freaks out the mouse folk, but they're like, "Oh shit, fucking kitsune." Yeah, they live in the forests. They've had to deal with kitsune before.
Yes, so before we leave, I just go to Komoro and tell him I'll be at is it Nishizawa, the spring festival?
Yeah.
Be at Nishizawa at the last day of the month. It's about 4 days, 5 days. If you need me, that's where you can find me.
Are you entering the tournament?
I'm winning the tournament.
He laughs and says, "All right, well, I will. Well, maybe we'll gather some people and come to support you. I'd pay anything to see that. Good luck, Jerry, and to the rest of you as well. And he'll give a bow. And he's still not so sure about all these Daichi clan members, but he trusts Jerry at this point and bids you farewell.
Sakura sort of
So-
like bows her head because I mean you can't really bow as a fox. So she does the best she can. And just like bows her head.
June marches out of the door and says, "Bye, short people."
June telepathically in her head hears, "Don't be rude."
June ignores it.
With that, you all make your way out of the tavern and towards the coast, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. Tell me if all your shit's off the map. Because might be, but I haven't put your tokens down yet, so.
No, mine's good. I can see it without a token though, which is a bit strange.
Oh, can you see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, me as well.
I mean, should it be really dark?
Yeah, you
Oh
might.
my!
hit the
Okay,
line.
now I see all those dudes. She does not go that way. Yeah, I landed on the map and,
Correct.
and then the token went down and I was like, oh my goodness.
But
That's
is the rain on the side of the map? Like, is it coming
It
off?
is on the map. Not on
It's
the
on the
side.
map.
Beautiful.
I
It's
just
not
saw all
moving,
these
but it's there.
green dudes. What the fuck?
Orcses. Or orcs like things.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, orcs are a very rare creature. You guys probably haven't seen many orcs before, but to June in Australia, you guys will both recognize these as orcs.
Orcs.
Is everyone down there? Yeah, there's not that many tokens to put down anymore.
Except for Spike. There it
Is
is.
there? Okay. So yeah, as you guys make your way towards the coastline, you find the small hut on the edge of this coast where you can see a whole bunch of orcs that are all set up there. A couple of them milling around, just some of them just like they seem to be drinking. But you can see two Tabaxi shinobi, and they are standing behind a figure that some of you have seen before, and some of you may know better than others, wearing a red mask. It is the Red Princess standing over there, and she seems to be talking to two of these orcs. What would you guys like to do?
Oh. Oh, I
Uh,
thought. Wait, what?
Wait, do I know of her?
No, you don't. I don't- I
You
mean,
can
I
give me a
don't-
history check. You may have heard stories, you may have heard the legends, but you haven't
Oh,
encountered.
nice. Betty.
Yeah, you know the stories of there is this red demon or the Red Princess they call her that has been terrorizing the forests between like across most of southern Kiga. There are stories of this red masked female devil that just appears and has assassinated countless people and raided bandit camps, all kinds of rumors and things, but you would just know it as the legendary red demon or the Red Princess.
Is she evil? From the stories?
Yeah, as far as you know, this is not someone that people want to be involved with. This is like it's kind of a not a bandit per se, but some sort of a rebel seems to be working against all governments and is just some people think it's just a Ronin that has sort of gone wild, but other people think that this is an actual evil spirit that has been haunting the forests and has been just acting of their own accord in terms of strange political structure.
Me and Astrea know her. I think.
And June has
Yes.
no idea who this person is.
Yeah, June wouldn't have any reference for this person.
She'll say very quietly, should I disintegrate her?
I mean, I'm down for killing orcs. Orcs are, as far as I know, are pretty big assholes. Kill everybody except for orcs. Sorry, I mean all the orcs except the 3 people that we need to talk to.
You see the 2 tabaxi that are standing behind the Red Princess are also wearing red masks on their faces. But you can definitely tell that they are tabaxi, and they are wearing the Shinobi clan clothes of the Daichi Dragon clan as well. You recognize that, but they seem to be wearing the same mask as the Red Princess.
Yeah, Sakura really doesn't want to kill Tabaxi because Sato was a Tabaxi, so she's gonna vote for only killing the orcs.
You can now overhear the conversation that she is having with the orcs, but let me actually see what language they both speak common. Okay, so they are in common. She is saying, "And when will the next ship be back then?" And the orc goes, "Oh, I don't know. I just took the last shipment of them slaves, and I should be back any moment now. Why the rush, miss?" And she says, "We had a deal." And she just sounds pretty pissed off at this point. What are you guys doing?
Observing.
I mean, I can turn into one of the tabaxis, sneak up and say, "Hey guys, sorry I'm late." They won't suspect a thing. Trust me, I'm good at this.
So they said that the small folk are not here anymore. They already shipped them.
Or you just overheard him saying that a shipment was just collected, but you can give me a perception check to see if you can see any slaves around here or prisoners of any kind. You definitely don't see anyone like tied up outside or anything, but there is a small building there that you cannot see inside, and seems like the most logical place to hold prisoners if you had prisoners here. But you don't hear or see anything from where you are now in that building.
Right.
So, June, was there something you wanted to try?
I well, I can try and sneak up behind the the tabaxi, transform into tabaxi myself, try playing myself off as one of them. Could have mixed results. Could be fun though.
Yeah, I mean, if there's something you want to try, then you're welcome to try it. But as
Yeah,
we'll say, at this point, you guys are still a little ways away. You're just approaching that part of the path where you are on the map. So you've just arrived there, and because if you get any closer, I'm going to need stealth checks in order for them not to notice you there. But if there's something you want to try, you are far enough away to discuss amongst yourselves what a little plan before you actually go in.
Can I just replace my mask with the Red Dragon one? I don't have enough attunement slots, but I can just put it on. It's the same one the princess is wearing, right?
Yes, you will pull out a very similar looking mask to the one that those three are wearing. And yeah, you don't have to attune to it to wear it. You just won't get the magical
Yeah, the
effect.
benefits.
Okay, so Jerry's donning his mask. Australia, what are you doing?
Finger at the princess.
You just
So you're casting message. Okay. So as you send this, you see it, it's very much focused on the orcs, and then her head just peeks up as though she's just heard something, and she looks around. Can you respond to a message? Can you just remind me how the spell works? I haven't.
It works exactly like all other
Sending.
ones.
Sending.
Yeah, sending. But
Okay, so she can respond telepathically, basically. Okay, yeah. So I don't think they can respond via message.
No, they can.
Oh, and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Oh yeah, my bad. So so yeah, she just responds, "Where, Australia? Where are you? We are. I'm cutting a deal with these creatures, but it doesn't seem like it's going too well. Have you got backup with you?"
with another message. Move from
That's why I'm asking if you have backup. Is that damn tabaxi with you? If you have the people, then launch your attack whenever you're ready.
Well, I turn back to the inquired and say, you don't have to be afraid of the red princess. She seems on a orcs.
one that particularly looks like the leader.
You can see that there are two rather large-looking orcs standing in front of the building that they seem to be guarding the door, but they're just sort of pacing back and forth. And then the two that are standing in front of the red princess, the smaller one he's just completely ripped, like pure muscle. The one next to him looks kind of like a bit of a dullard, but is taller, and you can't quite tell. None of them look all that, or they don't. None of them have an air of leadership about them. They all look pretty primal, and you're not entirely sure with these creatures.
So kill them all. Kill them all. All right, let's kill them all, guys.
Yeah, I think Sakura's just gonna launch a surprise chain lightning.
Wait, let's do this systematically. We can't just attack all of a sudden. Let's make a small plan. We can all
Chain lightning?
Let me go talk to her. When you see my mark, attack, okay?
Okay.
She shrugs.
Why Why reveal yourself?
Yeah, we have been
Hiding.
given the go ahead.
You do you, Strea. I'll do me. I just start walking forward towards the princess.
Okay, so Jerry starts making his way down the path, and you see a couple of, or one of the orcs actually, the one by the door goes, "Hey, hey, we got another one. He's coming willingly. That's nice of him." And you just see the one orc by the door, like sort of leaning on his axe as most of the others turn their heads, as well as the tabaxi, and everyone just shoots a look at you. But the two tabaxi just tilt their heads, noticing the mask on your face, and the red princess just slowly turns her head and is sort of giving you the side eye as you approach. But none of the orcs actually act.
Let's walk up to the princess.
Since the orcs, all of the orcs' attention is gravitating towards Jerry, can I start? Can June start sneaking around to the side?
Yeah, you can do that. Give me a stealth check to try and.
Yeah, as June does that. Right, your right.
Yay! Extra
Okay.
D4.
Nice.
Fuck! Why now? I wasted that 20 earlier. Oh well.
Okay, so yeah, June, as you get as you get to about here, that what does that actually bring you to? A 13? Okay, yeah, no. So as you are sneaking behind, you step on a twig that cracks, and one of the orcs just spins his head around and goes, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing here?" And he just starts making his way in towards you.
I'm but a figment of your imagination. You do not know who I am or where I come from, and I dimensional 500 feet into the air and cast feather fall on myself.
Okay, so give me just give me a deception check to see how much you bewildered this orc as he comes marching in towards you with his.
Oh, come on! And the second had one in a row.
Okay, so
But it goes up to 17.
okay, yeah, well, as you do this, you do manage to dimension door before he actually gets to you, but uh, he just continues his walk in straight, and you see him pick his axe up and swing it at the spot as you disappear from it, and you appear in the air, and you just go, hey, where'd you go? Huh? And you see him looking around in every direction, but eventually you get the feeling that this orc is actually dumb enough that he will probably look up soon anyway. But at the moment, he doesn't know where you are, and he very nearly got you there with his axe.
The fact that these orcs are dumb plays to my advantage, so I now know exactly what I'm gonna do. But let's wait for Jerry's go ahead.
Yeah, I'll aim for the roof to float down on there, but yeah, that's that's me for now.
Okay, yeah, you just slowly falling.
But prepare yourself for the excitement.
Exactly what I'm planning to. Exactly what I'm. Just before Sakura basically, if she gives a signal.
Yeah, we'll say you guys can be preparing something right as you were doing that.
Yeah, because. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it even better.
So wait, are you going to do that before or after? Oh wait, greater invisibility isn't affected by when you attack, is it?
No, that's why it's so great. Basically makes her pretty much like, yeah, those two.
wonder if I have an invisible. I wonder if that will activate. That's not really invisibility.
No, damn, I did have an invisible one, but I mean, I can make you hidden. There's just that now you're the only one that can actually see you, and if your maps are actually working tonight, then that should be fine.
I mean, using the gaming computer, so my dad's just gonna let me use that every Saturday, so I will be able to do the maps from now on. So yay!
Awesome. So yeah, you should still be able to use your token, but you are the only one that can actually see it now. Well, and me.
So
I have got a cool stealth thing that I'll try and get ready for the next session. But for now, Estrella turns. So can you only cast that on one person?
Yes.
Cool. So you've turned Sakura invisible, and then what are you doing after that? Or are you waiting until she actually casts to do this?
Where it basically was. Plan. Pretty much.
yeah, I
Okay, so hold on, wait. Estrella, what are you doing? So you're casting the spell on Sakura, and then are you going in to join them?
Sakura's gonna say, Sakura, I wouldn't stand around there if I were you. Just go a little to your right.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, and Estrella, are you wearing your mask, or are you just?
Yeah, unless I say that I don't wear it, wearing it. Oh,
Okay.
we are in Toto. When we are in Toto, you can be like pretty sure I don't wear.
Okay, so yeah, that's why we've spent so much time in Toto that the default was that you were not. So Jerry, what are you doing? So they will sort of notice you at the same time as Jerry is walking up. They'll kind of look at you, but not pay too much attention, as they are now focused on Jerry as he approaches the Red Princess.
Yeah, I'm just saying in a pissed off voice. How long is it taking you to finish here? We have other business to attend to.
Well, excuse me, I had a meeting with these ones, and they don't seem to be able to deliver. So, what do you think? Shall we take care of them? And the orcs are just sort of looking at each other, like, not trying to figure out what the hell is going on. They seem very confused by the new arrival.
Is that orc? Is large or medium?
No, he's medium.
Okay. I just walk up to him and look at him and just say, yeah, I think I can take this guy.
He kind of he lets out this chuckle as he looks down at you, and just looks back at all the other orcs behind him. He doesn't seem to take you seriously at all.
That's what
But
I was
you
hoping
can,
for.
yeah.
I use the giant might to turn large.
All right.
Sakura's kinda gonna take that as the signal.
Yeah. I think if ever there was a signal. But let's just hear. So you enlarging. Is there anything else that you doing as part of that?
And just say, you should have delivered. And I go for my sword.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to ask everyone to roll for initiative as that is going to bring us into combat. But you will get to. I will ask everyone to launch their ready actions. Whoops. Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh yes.
God damn it. Oh well.
Spells. And the dragon will appear there as this big shadowy dragon just appears there.
Oh. Sorry, what? What do you cast?
Illusory dragon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it didn't include my token in the thing, but that was a 31 for initiative.
Just give me a sec. Okay, why didn't it put you in? You said you got what? 31.
Yeah.
Okay, well. Top of the list anyway. Okay. And what is Spike there with you, Jerry, or did you leave him back there with Sakura? Oh, Jerry's on mute. All right. Well, in that case, yeah, it'll be. You will have a surprise round. So the orcs are now definitely surprised as Jerry suddenly enlarges, and everyone takes that as the signal. That is going to start us with you, Sakura, as you are still invisible back there, and you said you were casting Illusory Dragon.
Yeah,
So-
I up. But basically, this big shadowy dragon appears over there, and all enemies that can see it must make a Wisdom save.
Okay, let me just put down a token for me. How long does it stay there? Just
A minute.
okay, cool. Just want to make sure it's not another instant thing that I go looking for a token and then it disappears immediately after.
You're gonna be using this token a lot. It's an epic spell. I love it.
Yes. It's Kidante's tactics.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, although it's just an image right now, so it's a little bit hard to rotate. But we will get that set up for you properly next time.
Awesome. So all the orcs need to make Wisdom saving throws because I kind of imagine that after Jerry enlarging, they're all kind of looking this way. So anyone who can see it, all enemies that can see it, need to make Wisdom saves.
Okay, yeah. So there's only one of them that isn't looking in that direction because he's busy looking at where June just disappeared to. Those two are pretty focused on Jerry, but the rest of the orcs are definitely going to have to make these. Except the one by the river and the two that are sort of working on the boats. They have not noticed this yet. Okay, and this is a frighten effect, right?
Yes.
Okay, they are orcs, so they get advantage against being frightened. Damn, that was a lot of rolls. Okay, so
The 221 pass, the rest fail.
beautiful. All right.
And I think that was my action. Now, as a bonus action, in a 60-foot cone, it will exhale. Yeah, let's go with necrotic damage. And I've placed it so that it can hopefully get the majority of them.
Wait, your illusory dragon can actually do
Yes.
stuff.
He can.
Yeah, I mean, like it's tangible. So, like, unless so, it's immune to all damage and conditions. But it's tangible.
Oh, but it's like breathing shadows. Okay.
So it's like it's real.
God, that's better than the like higher level dragon spirit thing. But anyway, yeah, go for it.
And they will need to make intelligence saves. Any who are in a 60-foot cone, which should hopefully get all of them. Well, most of them. Oh, that was cool.
Okay, yeah, a 60-foot. You have got all the tools. Hold on. Yeah, so you're gonna have to. Which way are you aiming that? Please just use the ruler and measure a cone, because you can do cone things.
Oh wait, you can do that? Oh. I feel like that might be the most.
So that effect was way too tiny.
Oh, that's gonna help. Trimed. Yeah, that's more like it. What did it do there? No, that line is not supposed to be there.
Okay, so I'll say you can get all of these ones over here. And what is the save again? Sorry.
Intelligence.
All right.
I'm pretty sure they have to roll a natural 20 to succeed.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a modifier to the save.
Yeah, some of them have got a modifier of -2, so even a natural 20 wouldn't be enough. Although, yeah, they all fail.
76 necrotic damage. Let's see. Oh, not great. Could have been better. But yeah, 18 necrotic damage each. Not bad. Action, bonus action. I killed one. Oh, I killed two. Nice. Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, yeah, the one at the dock just gets blasted into the water and killed. The one that is standing right there by the fire here is also killed. Let's give those ones, because I don't know why. The rest of them tank the hit. Okay, so that is going to take us on to June then. As yeah, what would you like to do? You are in the air,
Well, I'll
or,
let
or have
myself.
you floated down to the roof at this point?
Well, I'm pretty sure you drop 500 feet in a round, so I'll let myself drop until about 120 feet off the. No, I'll feather fall myself about 50 feet off the ground and float the rest of the way down to the roof. I'll land nicely and just say, "Ooh, I'm all a part of your imagination," and then I'll just blast the guy I was messing with. I'll hex him as well.
Okay, go for it.
Cool. Let's see.
Balls.
14, 13, 18.
Okay, sorry, against which one? Against the one that was going.
Yeah, this one over here.
All right, the 18 will hit. The others will miss.
Damn it. All right. Oh well, at least that's the max damage one.
Oh wait, but you've got advantage against this guy because you're up on the roof. He doesn't know where you are at this point,
All right. Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
you've got the height advantage, and he's busy looking around, very confused.
Yeah, let me just roll the 3. Oh, there you go. So, okay, the rolls on the dice now are 14, 15, 16. I'm pretty sure they'll all hit.
Yeah.
Because I add the modifiers and stuff. So
Yeah.
let
What
me-
is your spellcasting modifier?
It is a plus 10.
Yeah. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah. So that's gonna hit for a total of 13, 26, 30, no, 41. 41. Goddamn, I did a lot of damage with this one.
56, I think.
Yeah, I think 56.
15, 26. Yeah. 56.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
56.
nice. And oh my god, hold on. The music's gone all shit again.
Ooh, I'm all part of your
Super.
imagination. I'm just doing that while messing with this orc. This poor orc.
I feel like this should be psychic damage, honestly.
Sorry.
Well, you just see this guy get completely wrecked as he like it just bashes him in the back of the head. He's still standing. Well, he sort of drops to one knee as he just gets assaulted by this. And he goes, I'll get you!" And he looks up at you on the roof. Is that going to be your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, ooh, I'm all a part of your imagination. You just have a really bad headache. And I'll just do that to mess with them a bit.
All right, that'll take us on to Australia.
Well, target the guy June has firing 3 Eldritch Blast while saying, "Get down!"
Okay, first one will hit. The others will miss. Which one are you targeting?
The guy here.
Oh, okay, same one. Yeah. So how much is that? 7 damage on that one.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, you hit him for one. As there is just this, there's a dust cloud starting to form around him with all of these Eldritch blasts. This is like Goku and Vegeta both blasting one enemy. But as you see this is happening, that's your action. Anything else you want to do?
Yep. Look at Jerry. Nobody makes you your own bloody. Nobody. It gives him bardic inspiration.
Oh man, I love these inspirations. Okay, Cool, Jerry. You have got bardic inspiration, and you are all big and buffed up. And I think that's going to take us on to you. Unless there was somewhere you wanted to move as well, Australia.
Oh no. Oh, just three.
Oh, yeah. Nah, that's just because it goes. Ooh.
Okay, cool. So then, Jerry, you're up.
Yeah, I will rage as my bonus action. And let's see. Yeah, I'll attack him. I don't know what I was expecting.
Oh, why didn't that auto target? Okay, so 22 will definitely hit. How do you want to kill this one?
Oh, he's dead.
He's only got this. The one on the to the right looks pretty tough, but this is the tall, stupid-looking one. He's only got 11 hit points. So yeah, your first strike is going to kill the one in front of you.
I'm standing above him.
I'm
So-
loving these names. Finicky Blah. And the kind of Russians-looking ones.
It's orcish. Okay.
Oh,
No, you're right though. It is. Those are they're auto-generated, but from all sorts of languages.
Yeah, so
They're
I
just good fitting orc names. What? So yeah, that was your first attack, Jerry.
Yeah, just slash him in the chest. Just drop on the ground. And do like a overhead attack on the next one. That one next to him.
All right. Yeah, you can roll for that as you that first attack you see as you rise up and go into a rage, your eyes beginning to glow and everything as he just looks up at you in fear, like as he was laughing, his laugh fades and you just slash right through the chest, cutting through his rib cage, and you just see this orc slide into two pieces as he collapses over onto the floor. And Jerry brings the overhead down. That is definitely going to hit as well.
Yeah,
Roll
not sure
your
why it
damage.
doesn't target them, but 16, and I'll divine smite it at 3rd level. Because I got level 3 spells now.
Nice.
I think it's lagging for me a bit. It wouldn't roll.
Yeah, they haven't shown up here either. Just give it a sec.
I think the force kind of fucked up now. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
It
there.
rolled.
Yeah.
But it
Oh,
rolled
suddenly a
24.
lot of dice.
Yeah, it's 12 is the first one. So extra 12 damage is 28.
Okay, yeah, he takes another 12 damage on that. He's injured, but he's still standing.
I accent surge.
Yeah, this one you are not able to cut through as easily, but yeah, action surge, go for it.
Oh, wait, I was supposed to add 1d6, I think. First attack I hit. Oh, it's for the other one then. Never mind. It will hit.
Yeah,
I'm not
that'll
sure why
hit.
it doesn't automatically say it hits or not.
I think you're clicking something different.
I
It's
tried everything on on D&D Beyond here.
yeah, through D&D Beyond it doesn't usually. But are you targeting?
Yeah, it says I'm targeting.
Yeah, so you press T over it because it doesn't look like you targeted that one.
For me,
Although
it
no,
did.
it does. It says you checked the sight line. I don't know.
Anyway, the damage. 18. I'll Divine Smite again. Come on. Only 7, so 25. And the rest swing. And I crit.
Nice.
So it's 24 on the third one. And I'll throw in the fire rune. So he needs to make, let's see. Oh, he takes 2d6 extra fire damage.
Does he have to make a save?
No, the damage will be dealt, but then he has to make a strength save or be restrained as fiery shackles burst out of my weapon and restrain him. Unless the 10 damage kills him.
No, not quite. Almost, but not quite. Let's see. So strength.
Jerry, remember since that is not crit, that dice is doubled.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's part of your crit attack.
6 more.
So yeah, that will kill him then, as the fiery shackles just reach up and tear his arms off. I guess I don't know how to. But yeah,
They don't
that one is
specify, I
definitely
just
dead.
imagine them bursting from the ground and grabbing his hands so he can't move.
Yeah, but that is going to be the final damage that actually
Yeah.
kills him. So, yeah, with the you just see him get pulled down and as everything splays out onto the floor. And Jerry, is that going to be your turn?
I just look at the others and yell, "Who's next?"
All right. And with that, the Tabaxi are going to just launch into action behind you, and they're going to just dart forward. You see one go screaming forwards towards this guy, and he's going to attack with his Wagazashi. Okay, yeah, he hits and does a little bit of damage. This one's going to run in this way and attack this guy. Ooh, and he gets a good stab in through that guy's. The other Tabaxi rushes forward and just plunges his sword right through one of those orcs. That is going to take us on to the orcs. Oh, fuck. I'm going to be... Sorry, I'll be right back. Everyone just plan your next turn.
Beans?
I will hit them.
Well, I mean, I plan on moving the dragon there. I'm just gonna exhale, like that way, to try and get all of them in it. And chain lightning. Yay. I love being a high level wizard. Holy fuck, it's fun. I mean,
It is fun. I know.
like, this dragon is basically real. Like, attacks automatically miss it, but you can't discern that it's an illusion unless you make like spend an entire action making a DC 20 investigation check. Like, I feel so badass.
Until you meet a true side person.
I mean, I could easily make that DC, but I mean, how many people do you know with plus 17 to investigation? Most common enemies have like plus 1 to intelligence or somewhere around there. Oh, this is fun.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Okay, so sorry about that. So that is going to take us on to the orcs then. Who these orcs? They're going to start fighting back. That one's going to start fighting back against the ninja. This one's going to definitely move in towards Jerry. He's going to move in there.
Can they even move if they're fighting from the dragon?
That one can. That one didn't get hit by the dragon. But the others all did. Oh no, it was the two in front of you. Wait, which one? Oh no, sorry, wrong orc. Yeah, you're right. That one is afraid of the dragon. That one's going to keep.
To them, this dragon is entirely real, unless they make a DC 20 investigation check using an action.
Yeah, that one is still afraid of the dragon. This one is going to try and fight the dragon. As he just goes, oh, come on! And he's going to take a step in and try and swing at the dragon. I assume his axe will go right through.
It doesn't go through it really, because it's tangible from a shadow, but attacks miss it automatically. Succeeds on all saving throws and is immune to all damage and conditions.
Yeah, okay, so it is made of shadow, so he swings at it and his blade will go through it. It will just reform back where his blade went through. As you just see these wisps of shadow go off into the air, and he's just going to go, and he will make that investigation check to try and figure out the fuck just happened.
No, he has to use an entire action to do so. So he'd only be able to do that on his next turn, I think.
Okay, fair enough. So he'll use his first attack action. Let me just double check.
Wait, didn't we have surprise?
Yeah, but fucking not on this one. They all were watching you have this conversation. You've
Okay, cool.
done your surprise things already. It is you're going to see that the red demon will dash forward and attack this one. Okay, yeah, that one is now injured as she plunges her sword through that one as well. And Sakura, top of the round with you.
Cool. So bonus action, Darian's going to move to there and exhale in that direction to try and get a large amount of the orcs.
Okay, so the dragon starts climbing its way up onto this building and turns its head to face all the orcs.
And intelligence saves.
Can you tell me where you're aiming at? You can't just hit all the orcs only. There are other people out there. There's the Tabaxi down there. There are. Where are you aiming at?
So I think she'd try and the dragon would I don't know if you can see that line.
Just can you use the ruler and the targeting thing that measures cones, and then you can see the exact size that you'll be able to do.
How do you do that?
There's a little ruler, and on the left-hand side, underneath the little picture of the guy, there's a little ruler. Can you
Oh,
not see that?
there you go. Basically, like that. Now I know how to do it. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you will definitely be able to do that as it breathes down over them, and you'll get quite a few in that. Fucking hell! Why only one? Hey, of course it was. Gets a nat 20 and still fails.
So that's 25 necrotic.
All right. The one in front of the shinobi is killed. The others are all just sort of screaming as they take this necrotic damage.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. As an action, I'm gonna use Chain Lightning. Centered on this one. It's gonna jump there. 3 other targets there and there.
What is the range on your chain lightning? Where are you firing it from?
Where I am, Chain Lightning, 150 feet. So I think that dude is in range. Should be.
Okay, so sorry, point out the targets for me again.
This one, that one, and that one.
Okay, wait, sorry, which is the first one?
The one by the boats.
Okay, and then down to
the one by the red demon, and the 2 by the dragon. Yeah. I think it's a dex saves. Yep. Dex saves. Oh, I forgot to take my exhaustion down a level.
Why? You can only take your exhaustion down when you take a long rest.
She took off the
because-
water body axe from her back. It was
Oh.
affecting the exhaustion.
Yeah, the poll, because my internet was down at that time, so I couldn't. Nice, they all failed. So that is 10 d8. Yeah. They each take 53 points of lightning damage. Let me actually calculate how much damage I took. 100. I think I did a bit over 300 damage this turn. Good round.
Okay, so you kill 3 of them, and one of them is almost dead. As the lightning just arcs between them, and you see them all just get completely fried and sizzled. That's gonna take us on to June.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again on this guy over here. Let's see. Let's see if that I can finish off this guy. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool.
Sorry, which the guy that you were shooting at first?
Yeah, this one. I've marked.
Cool.
Yeah. 10 points of damage on the first attack. 28 to hit with another 14 points of damage. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Ah! Okay, I'll use my last Eldritch Blast on him then.
He's nearly dead. One more might do it.
And 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. How much damage?
For a total of 15 points damage.
Yeah, that'll do it. How do you want to kill this one?
Yeah, basically 3 Eldritch Blasts. Come hit, one hits him in the head, the other 2 hit him in the 2 arms, blows his arms or blows his head off. Poor guy.
Yeah. There is just a splat left where he was standing, a couple of limbs. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'll move my. There isn't really much left. I'll move my hex over to this guy over here,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
Cool. All right. That is going to take us on to Estrella.
Up here. Guy here. Well.
Okay. Sorry, against which one? Missed that.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah, he takes that. He's also very near death.
Ten damage.
Yeah. Almost.
On dice. Don't mess with me.
Oh, that brings him down to 1 because that was such a shit damage roll.
Well,
Is there?
I guess you just.
All right. Yeah, he takes the barrage of Eldritch Blast and is just standing there looking dazed, like
No,
in
you know.
Mortal Kombat before you
That's the
actually do
question.
the fatality on him.
Oh, wait. Yeah, just. Yeah. Just. Jerry, yes.
Okay, Jerry, you're up. You've just seen Estrella nearly kill that orc. There is still one sort of looking okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to the okay looking one. And I'm swinging.
All right. Get swinging.
$21.
Yep, 21 will hit. Oh,
23
nice.
damage. And the second one. It hits. 19 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Then the Tabaxi just looks around after the lightning just destroyed the guy in front of him and is just looking around, looking kind of confused, and up at the dragon above, and is going to get the fuck away from the dragon, but is going to use his movement and get over here and try and slice at this thing's ankles as he runs past. Okay, yeah, it does a little bit of damage there. Then it is actually going to be the orcs first, as this one is going to try and hit Jerry back with everything it has.
Probably will hit. Really?
First one's a miss. Okay, fuck this targeting system. Okay, that's a 24. I think is going to hit.
Yeah, hits.
What? Hold on. That's wrong. It's not just a D8. It's plus 1 D8. Okay. So you take 15. What? No, 16 points of slashing damage.
Which is half to 7.
So 8 even.
8 damage.
Oh, sorry. I added it as well. So
Oh, you also removed 8.
yeah, so just add 8 back there.
That's it.
Fuck, this is no. Okay, yeah, that was 2 attacks, I think. So that is going to take us. That is the last live. Oh no, this one's still alive as well. This one sort of just bleeding heavily is going to try and run for the docks, and he's going to use his full action to go out there and just start waving into the sky and go, "Come on, get back! Help! Help!" And that's going to be his turn, as the red princess is just going to clean the blood from her blade and just look at the rest of you and gesture towards the others, realizing that this fight is won. Sakura, it's your turn.
Firebolt's range is 120 feet, so just gonna firebolt the dude on the pier. Yeah. No.
The 16 will just hit.
Oh,
So as you see this fire, just as he's waving his arms and trying to flag something down, he just gets blasted in the back with fire and blasted off the edge of the dock and into the water, dead.
Nice. The dragon is then going to turn. Unfortunately, I think that dude is going to be hit in it.
Gary would.
Not if I placed it right.
It is
Unfortunately, the
me
most-
or either me and
Oh,
Estrella or
but-
the ninja.
That's unfortunately that poor dude is gonna get hit there.
You can also just leave him to the others.
Why is it so big? Oh,
Yeah,
it
no,
won't hit
that's cool.
Right.
I mean, there
What-
is just one orc left. We can just finish them off. You don't have to hit our allies. Just saying.
Spike won't be hit. I don't know why it made it so that big. But that's too big.
No, that's a 60-foot cone.
Is it? Are you sure? Well then it will move back a bit. But it doesn't get us. Unfortunately that dude will still get hit. Let's hope he's intelligent enough.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I thought Sakura might have learned something in your travels, but apparently not.
No, I'm such a good person. I hit our allies with the freaking psychic damage stuff.
The way the dragon is facing right now is very worrying.
Just looking at Jin.
No. The dragon won't do that, I guess. Do you have anything else you can do as a bonus action? I don't think so. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, or we could just keep this going. You killed one orc, let's keep it going. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to have used every available resource that you have on every turn. It's sometimes you can just kill an orc and be okay with it because your teammates are going to do something else right after you.
That's so sad.
So you've got your big scary dragon up on the roof and June standing right next to it. June, what are you doing?
Cool. I've already moved my hex to it, so I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it to hopefully finish it off.
Go for it. You will have advantage because it is surrounded. You have a giant scary dragon next to you and it is flanked by your mates below you, so
Awesome. I already accidentally rolled 2 of them before rolling with advantage, so I'll quickly re-roll 2 of them.
that'll just be the first.
Okay. And then yeah, the other 2 d20s. Wow. Okay, so that's a 13. Okay, so I think one of them misses. I think the 17 will 17 will hit. Yes,
Yeah, 17 will hit.
the 17 will hit. All right. So that's on the second attack. So 9. Let me add 3d6. Psychic damage. 6. So yeah, another 12 points of damage there. So 9. Wow, that's a really bad damage roll on that 20. Wow. 9, 15, 16.
Did you roll damage on the second one?
Sorry.
The damage for the third Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
Damage.
yeah, I did. But yeah, so that's gonna be 9, 15, 16, 28 points of damage.
Okay, I'm only seeing 2
Are you?
Eldritch
You rolled the
Blasts.
damage from the.
He did it underneath, I think, the 2 inches.
Yeah, the 2
Oh,
d20.
the 2d20. I see.
Yeah, my rolls have not been good this session, but yeah.
Okay, so sorry, how much damage was
So that's going to be 12, 13, good. My math, 15, 16, 28 points of damage.
Nice, thank you. Okay, he's almost dead. That can be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Australia, you can see that last orc on his last legs. What do you want to do?
Try something. Him. Lightning. Try to grab his throat and then fucking.
Hell yes. All right, Australia, how do you want to do this? That is enough to kill it.
I'm gonna be like, hey, is this just basically like basically just with the lightning basically what's it called, just chars his or burns through his throat and then just fall back and then just pushes him, let him fall back.
Yeah, and the smoldering corpse falls down into the just in front of that little house as the tabaxi breathes heavy and gives you a nod. And that is going to bring us out of combat as you guys have killed all the orcs with great efficiency, and each of you gets 1,500 XP.
Woohoo!
And I think that is actually where we're going to end tonight's session, as you finish off that last orc, and you guys are all now standing there amongst the bodies of these dead orcs. I think this is where we will pick things up next time.
Awesome.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you everyone for the session.
Cool. Thanks for the game, guys. Enjoyed it.
To the game. Felt really badass there.
Yeah, you fucking wrecked them. I was glad that at least one of them got to swing. That
Hey, the guy here, he got to swing. June wasn't there.
oh yeah, yeah, he got to swing in thin air, but at least one of them got to scratch Jerry slightly before his